Good morning. This is Revialism, October 26, 2020. This life I make for Habib. This is my first time I'm gonna do live on YouTube, and this is specific thinking about what I appreciate the MMA fight, and unlike a lot of the fighter there, especially the fighter who has IQ for fight, because there are some people have IQ for fight, and there are some people have IQ for talking. And to be champ, you gotta have them both, or at least, but also you gotta show what you have on site. And Habib did all level. Habib did. Um, of course, he doesn't speak English fluently, but at least his English better, much better than mine. Honestly, his English better. Um, what a great fighter! What a great champ! And people have to understand one thing about Habib. One of the reasons why I'm doing this live, Habib, he's not only great and big guy in MMA. He has big heart, big heart. I'm gonna just tell you little detail what I know about him. I'm not close to him. I'm watching him all the time, and I understand mentality too, because I come from countries similar. Respect the respect, respect human beings that first, and that's what he exhibit. That's what he give respect. And if you go back and see all his fighting, when he decide to finish somebody by submission, because he don't want to hurt that person. He don't want to hurt that person. He prefer to do submission than beating him. When he hates somebody, when he doesn't like somebody, before he made that submission, he's gonna put you on ground and he's gonna ground you. Literally, he's gonna ground you before he does submission. And as we saw last time with Geji, he respect Geji, and not only he respect him, he like him. He decided not to do that. Did you see? He decided not to do that. He could have done that the first round. The first round, he could have just stay on top of him and punch him in face, punch him, elbow, give elbow, punch him. That 30-second left from the first round, he could have make Geji exhausted just by and disoriented. He would make him lose his mind. The first round, he could have really cook him like we cook meat. And the second round, he ready, Geji will be lost. But he choose not to do that. By respect, and he show his heart. When he fight with his heart. But when you see that, you understand this man how great he is. He doesn't fight with the heat. uh, I think for me in MMA is the champ of the champ. There's no doubt about that. I don't care what anybody said. You see that transition. You see this last fight he made. He sent you a message. Yeah, you gotta go back and watch the fight with Geji. He really he was telling us how great he is, how great he is, how great he is. He was facing Geji. He was not afraid from his power. He pushed Geji in deep water already. When he said, when he say think, when he say think, when he say like I'm gonna I'm gonna bring Geji to deep water. Deep water. He did it. He did it. Go back and watch the game. Go back and watch the game. He pushed Geji to run, to turn. He know that. He know that. You know, he um Habib, before he fight you, he not only he has his plan, he has his plan, but he has your plan. He put your plan ready in his mind, then he has his plan. He knows what you're gonna do. Who can do that? Who can do that? I don't think, as I said before, I said it on Facebook, I don't think anybody who's going to beat Habib, as he said that before, only his father. Only his father. What do you mean his father? Only his father can beat Habib. What does that mean? That's have deep meaning. When he lost his father, he stopped the fight. That's it. And I can understand that, because his art, that's his art. Habib is a Picasso. You like it or you don't like it. Habib, he's a Picasso. MMA. He's not Mayweather. He's not Mayweather. He's not Mayweather. Habib is Picasso. Voila. Habib is Picasso MMA. You like it, you don't like it. You have no choice. That's why he is. That's why he is. Because Habib, he's carried this sport as art, and with his teacher, he carry the art and he carry his teacher. Who's his teacher? His father. He carry them both. When teacher is gone, the art is gone. He don't want to do the art anymore. And I identify myself with Habib. I carry my art as an artist. I carry with my wife, because my wife, she was always there for me, for my art. And she was always giving me support. Always, no matter what, always giving me support. When my wife passed away, 2014, I could not do my art. I could not do my art. I tried, I did some artwork, but I could not do my art. Every time I take a pen, and as you see, look what I did in Manhattan. Look, I did one Manhattan. Look at I do this drawing. I did this drawing, but you can see through my drawing my wife. That's why I did some portrait. I did something, you know, a couple months ago, when this situation of George Floyd, who got killed by this cop, and I come out to express my feeling for George. In the meantime, every time I hold the pen to draw, I see my wife. I see my wife every time, and that's why some portrait have the cat with this woman. It is my wife. That's why I write down Peggy Garrison. That's my wife. That's my wife. And I'm still struggling to keep up. I receive a lot of email, and I from here I'm gonna say one thing. Thank you for people who wrote to me, who try to give me support and ask me to come out and do more work. And I'm willing to do that. I'm willing. I'm preparing my mind and psychologically. I'm also have difficulty for breathing. And I'm checking on with the hospital. I don't know what's wrong with my breathing. Sometimes I cannot breathe. And sometimes my heart, it go too fast. Thank God I don't have COVID-19. But I don't want to expose myself to COVID-19 because of these issues I have breathing. But I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna check what they're gonna find out. Probably, I think I have asthma. That's what I believe. Doctor, it doesn't believe that, but we'll see. But if I'm going back to my art, my wife passed away 6 years ago, since 2014. I do have so many ideas, so many things to do with my art, just to share with the public and to show them my art. And I love to watch MMA. Sometimes I love inspire me because in addition to that, my art, I'm a guy who do sport from all my life. All my life, I did since 7 years, 7 years old. I'm running, play soccer, and I'm good at soccer. I'm very great on soccer. People who know me, they know how great I am on soccer. I'm not gonna tell you about myself, but I'm just telling you this sport. It's great thing for kids. Sport bring everybody together, you know, and you don't expect everybody gonna like you. Everybody, no, not everybody gonna like you, because some people, they're just jealous. They're just jealous. They have nothing personally against you. They have nothing but jealousy. They're sick people. Unlike some people said, oh, Habib is not the pound of pound. Uh, is John John. John John is great guy. Just speak great guy. There is some great guys and MMA, but you don't compare John John to Habib. They're not similar. They're not similar. They're not similar. They're not similar. Habib has one quality has the quality has then John June has quality. JSP has quality. Everybody can be great. You know, if you put those people, everybody can great. But who conduct the greatness? Who conducted an attitude with the respect and with love, with big heart? You know who's? It's Habib. It's Habib. It's Habib. And if you see Habib, he has control. You know, those great athlete MMA, all of them great. Most of them great. Most of them, no doubt about that. You know, I have respect all of them, including Conor. But who make that thing? Who create thing? Who create that discipline? Who create that focus? Who create that respect? Who fight with the heart, not with the hate? Who, you know, even we are human beings. You know, even Habib, he was angry about Conor, and I understand that. I understand that. I forgive him for that. Conor went too far. We're not going there. Talk about Conor now. Talk about, let's stay about Habib. Habib, he fought. He fought, and he used art. He did use art, and his game. He's an artist, and to me, I see Habib is a Picasso of MMA. That's. I think that's what title it should be on life. This life. Habib is a Picasso of MMA. That's what he is. It's not. Uh, it's not my weather. It's not my weather. My weather. He's a Picasso. He could be Picasso on boxing and his style and his fight. But I wouldn't see Habib. He's Mayweather. It's not because of the number of number achievement. No, Habib could have go for 40. He could have make 40 and all. I believe that. I believe that. I believe that. Habib, he could have make 40, but he listened to his destiny because he's believer. Habib is believer. He had deep belief and faith, and he follow his instinct. He follow his instinct. and he see, and also, well, as we are Muslim, we listen to our parents, we obey to our parents, we obey to them, we don't go against their will. If they feel what they feel, if the mother or father feel what they feel about son, that son has only one choice, is to obey to his parent. That's naturally. It's not something it bother him and make him angry. No, no, no. It's just, if you're not in this culture, if you're not this culture, you don't understand that. You don't understand that. Habib, he listened to his mother, and he's the one who taking now charge. And the mom need the father, and need a role model. And that's what the mom, she wants. She's afraid of her son. You know, people, everybody lost somebody close. Once somebody die in your family, then next year or 2 years after, somebody else die in family, and next year, and then it's like a death. It's there. It's taking people close to you, and that's feeling. When you experience this feeling, then you understand what I'm talking about. The mother has that feeling now. She carry that feeling. She may see that the death is close to family. She's worried. She's worried. That's why she asked his mother, asked him to stop, not to fight anymore, because unconscious, consciously, it's very hard for me English. She lost the father, and she can see, she can now, she has a fear of that she can lose her son. Somehow she thinking, when he took the flight, when he fly to United States, when he fly to Dubai, a lot of things go into the mind. That's the mom. That's what it is. Her heart and her mind is working, and she don't want to live in that stress. She's already went through stress, losing father, and she don't want to live. She cannot stand up, live that stress. Seeing every time Habib go into United States or go in some place to fight or Brazil, whatever, she have to think, oh my God, if the flight is gonna go safe, if he's gonna come safe. Now, not only worrying about the flight crashing, but also worrying about the virus, COVID-19. And COVID-19 is worse than crashing, because the chance of the flight crashing is 3%, maybe 3%. The chance of getting COVID, I would say 90%. I would say 90%. Look, Abdulaziz, I wish him well. I wish him fast recovery. He got COVID. He just recently he got COVID. The manager of Habib, Team Habib. So I understand the mother. I understand the mother. I think if it wasn't COVID, we will see Habib fight more, and I think he can go to 30 or 32 or 34. I think he would fight GSP, fight Tony, fight GSP, and fight whatever who after. And I will tell you, Habibi will beat everybody. And he will go to 38, 39, 4 years old. I will see this man, he can beat everybody. He can beat everybody. This, to me, Habib is a Picasso of MMA. That's it. That's what I want to say. Habib is a Picasso of MMA. It will be forever. Some people gonna like it. Some people they're not gonna like it. That's your problem. That's your problem. That's your problem. Uh, and I wanna say something about this. Some guys in MMA who try to, they're jealous. Who try to, they don't see, they don't want to see, they don't want to see Habib is at top. They don't want to see that. By jealousy, just by jealousy. At least if you don't like Habib as your MMA fighter, You understand the fight better than me, better than a lot of people. Give him respect. Show him some respect. I admire Connor. I admire Connor. As Muslim, and I love Habib deeply. I was very upset about Connor, what he said. And most of people, beside Muslim or not, it's not that the case. It's just a question of principle. Question of principle. And a lot of people loved Connor. A lot of people loved Connor. And they got upset. They got angry. They fed up. They fed up with Connor. He conducted himself. And what a shame. What a shame, because Connor is great fighter. Connor is a master too. But he's a master on one side. He's Habib. You can tell me Habib also is a master on one side. But Habib, don't forget Habib. If he did stay in MMA for 2-3 years, he's gonna knock a lot of people with his power, with his hand. He's gonna knock a lot of people. He's gonna knock them before he grab them. They will be on the floor just by his hand. I think for striker, for a master striker, timing, strike power, fast, it's very hard for them to develop grappling like Habib. It's almost impossible. I'll tell you what. Just look Gaethje. Gaethje, he's grappler too. He did all that in his life. Well, look when he fought with Habib. He was slow for wrestling. He was very slow, very slow, very slow. You see that transition? Habib, he grappled the second round. Habib did first pass, second pass, third pass. He was already in his back. Gaethje was paralyzed. His hands, they were on the floor. He was paralyzed. He was like a snake. A snake who Habib was a snake, and he just put the venom. He put venom and the parwa. I don't know how to say parwa and victim. And snake, he was moving around him, and the parwa was paralyzed deja with the venom. And that's what I saw. Habib, he took his mind. He took his energy. He took his reflex. And the time of Gaethje to think, what's next? What are you gonna do? Habib already put him on the ground on the right side, and he switched on top. And when he switched on top, when he make a move, one move, he put 2-3 transition in once. This is very important. And I'm not MMA fighter. What I'm saying, I study, I learn, and I see and observe. When he move, he moved his foot. Left one was around the body, was around torso of Gaethje. The head is already was around the neck. And left hand already once. When he moved, he has 2 transition once he made. Every time, Habib. Tell me, who can do that? John Jones? No. Who can do that? Even GSP? Not. No. GSP, he take you on the ground. Yes, he take you on the ground. He would shoot and take you on the ground. And he could be on top of you. But Habib, he would shoot. When he shoot, that the way he shoot, he's already make one transition, the first one, and after he turn you, whatever he move you and lose balance, he already had the second transition and third transition. The time you are on your back or you are on this side, he's already make three transition at once, fast, so fast. I see Habib when he do this kind of style. I see like jaguar, the jaguar, jaguar animal. That jaguar when he jump on top of alligator, he top and top. That's what I say, Habib. To me, Habib is not only eagle, but also he's really ferocious. When he's eagle, okay. Habib is the eagle. When he come on top of you, he become another animal. He's no longer eagle. He metamorphosed. He changed. He become another animal. He come like you become like you alligator, but he become jaguar on top of you. But he bite you from a neck, and he take you from his head. He take you from the water. He take you from the water. He take you out from the water. He break you. Or he can do contrary. He can put you in the water and drown you. That's what happened to Geji. And I'll tell you one thing, Geji, in the beginning, I swear to God, and I wrote a lot of response to people who were saying Geji is gonna beat him. Geji, I always respond to them. I say, you don't understand. You have no idea. You don't understand. And I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried. I let people say, I just stop or respond to them because I know these people, they don't understand. They don't understand what? They may understand MMA, maybe. I don't think so they understand MMA. I don't think so they understand technique, Habib technique. Maybe they understand MMA. But only great fighter who understand what Habib doing, what he's capable for. Those guys, they're giants. They're giant. They're just, maybe if they train with Habib, they will be like Habib or more than Habib. Because we didn't know Habib. We didn't know him until we see him fighting. That's the goal. We didn't know him. And every time you fight, you learn something from him. Every time you fight, and he didn't show up. He didn't show everything. He still Habib. What a shame. He stopped fighting because we miss him. We're gonna miss him because he didn't reveal everything. He didn't show everything. He kept that technique for him because every time he fight, he bring one extra thing. He bring one extra thing on table. And I think people should appreciate Habib. Should appreciate it. I think Dana, he knows. That so many, even Connor, he knows. He knows what Habib is doing. He knows if it's not the fighter, all the training people, all the coach, all fighter, all coach, maybe the fighter, most of them, maybe some of them, they don't know, they don't understand Habib how he fight. When he bring on table during the time of fight, a lot take missing. You gotta step back and watch every fight slowly. I don't have the technology to show you what I saw, but there are some analyzed people who really capable to show you. Like Luke Thomas. Go see Luke Thomas. Listen to Luke Thomas. Listen to McCarthy, John McCarthy, with the other fighter. What's his name? The other one, John McCarthy. Listen to John McCarthy on YouTube with the. I'm sorry, I couldn't get your name. He's great fighter. Listen to them. Listen to some analyze the people they just put there about how they describe you how the technique Habib. Listen to now. We're gonna understand Habib after now he stopped. We're gonna understand because there are a lot of people gonna bring stuff. You have no idea what this man is capable for. You have no idea. and certitude. He's so confident. He's so confident. He's not nervous. He's not nervous. He's not afraid. He showed that in front of powerful. Gaethje is powerful, power man. The Gaethje would hit you with his hand. He's like a carry hammer. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. Gaethje has power than Khabib, and his hand. He has power than Khabib. But to tell you, the power and speed is tool. Is one tools. But you need more than that. You need the a game, psychology game, to take that power and speed from your component. That's what Khabib does. That's what Khabib does. He would take that power from you, and he will come to you. The way he came to you, close to you, he put the pressure on you. You already he sucked out you of power. Your power is gone. Your energy is gone. He exhausts you just by just coming to you, pressure you. He exhausts you. He already absorbed all your energy. You have no energy. Gaethje has no power. When Khabib was pressuring him, Gaethje lost power. He's already, he's breathing heavy. He's already deep in water. He was already deep in water. I'm not taking the greatness of Gaethje away, but I'm just telling you, when you fight Khabib, you're gonna lose. The chance you win, maybe 5%. 5%, not more than that. I don't care how you. I don't care who's. I don't care who's. I think you put anybody in front of Khabib, and this time you're not gonna win against Khabib. And the end of this life, I would say, thank you, Khabib. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving us great fight, and you showing us your heart, and you bringing not only a great thank to the MMA, but also for society, like everywhere, all the world, all the world. You are teaching the world how to be respectful, how to respect people, how to respect the weak and strong. Habib is not respecting you because you're strong. No, that's not why I respect you. I respect you as a human being. Respect your parents is very, very important. Very, very important. That strong message he said. Respect your parents. Respect your parents. You don't have to be agree with everything your parents said, but at least give them respect. You can argue with them, but love and respect. You know, choose your word. Don't use fuck. Don't use this word fuck your father and your mother. Don't do that. This kind of term, when we hear that, I understand mentality. I've been here 26 years. I understand. I used to get upset. My stepson, when I come here, marry Peggy, bless her heart, bless her soul. My stepson was 15 years old. I had such difficulty with him. 15 years old already, he smoked cigarette, he smoked marijuana and stuff, he drink beer. And I was very upset about that because, and he, of course, there was very, very tough situation between me and him because he see me taking, father space. But I didn't understand that because I grew up also like this. I grew up also with my stepmother. I didn't understand that. It wasn't an issue for me. It was an issue for him. But he will not accept my authority. And I give him time. I never push him. I never push him. I always give him space. I never try to play a role father. I did not want to play this role father. I just want to play a role like a friend. And even that was difficult. I had to deal with that. We have small apartment. and he's living in a room. In a room, we have to go through route to go to bathroom. We need to go to bathroom. Me and his mother. And every time he live night, whole night he live his night. His life is night, wasn't day. The day is sleep, and the day when we need to cook, we need to move around, we need to go to the bathroom, and apartment is too small. It was difficult. It was a nightmare. Many times we had to go to the bathroom. We had to wake up like morning. We don't want to bother him, wake him up because he just can't sleep at 2 o'clock morning. And when we get up at 7 o'clock, we need to do a lot of things. And we go to the restaurant, the bathroom restaurant, then let him sleep. And it wasn't fair. That wasn't fair. And I tried to explain to him many times. We got to argue, we got to fight. And when he started using that word, fuck and stuff, it was over. It was over. For me, it was over. It was, I couldn't take this. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. I started hate him. I started, I lost feeling. I lost feeling for him. I don't have any feeling for him. So be careful. I'm just telling you guys. I'm 26 years here in the United States in New York, and I understand what somebody say fuck you. It doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything for them. It's just a word to express themselves. But for other countries, I'm telling you guys, for other countries, it's the worst thing you can say. And especially motherfucker, excuse my term, excuse my language. I'm just trying to explain. Especially you tell somebody from Middle East or from from other countries, they're related. I'll take even Russia, they will not take it good way. And you tell him, motherfucker, he can kill you. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. I'm just teaching you something. I'm just be careful. Be careful. If you go to Middle East and you go Egypt, when you go, I don't know, Arab country, and I think even some uh, Tajikistan, or Tajikistan, all this Oriental countries around Russia, stuff. Be careful. Be careful. Don't use the sword. The guy may fight you, or he may kill you. A very, very strong word to use against anyone, any oriented, any mentality, because we are so much. We give respect to our parents. We don't use this word. We don't scream at them. Even I mean, I'm telling you, we don't even scream at them. We don't scream at the father. We don't shout at them. We don't. That's what we are. We don't. That we don't. We don't do that. So to come to get this person, and you get some argument with them and say fuck you, motherfucker, he will fight you. He's not gonna go away. For you, you're not expecting he's gonna fight you. That's the problem. You just said that just because that's normal for you, but for this guy, especially if his mother there, or his father there, or his family there, or friend around there, if you're tough guy, strong, he's gonna pick something and gonna hit you in the head, or he's gonna poke you with screwdriver or knife, whatever he gonna fight, whatever. I'm just telling you guys. I'm just when I used to get upset. I used to tell my wife when I go on the street and I say, guys, this talking, oh fuck, my fuck. I say, what the? I used to tell her, what's wrong with these people? I cannot control their mouth. She used to laugh at me. Then after that, it took me away. It took me. You know what happened? Dana, he said he was talking. This is very good point. Dana was talking about Habib last time, and he admired Habib. He admired Habib. He said, and Dana, he's in Middle East. He's in Dubai. But tell you, American people, they don't even switch to them, come to them. Oh, hold on one second. I'm in the Middle East. No, they're not carry that's warning. Did not carry that warning. And he said, whoa, wow, what a fight. This motherfucker about Habib. Habib, you hear that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know his reaction. I wanna know. You know what? Please do me a favor. Anyone who interview Habib, throw this question. Tell tell. Did you hear what Dana said about you? And bring him this word. Tell him I want to Habib his response. I swear to God, he will tell you. You will hear it from me now. This is before gonna happen. And I want you to do this message. I want you to pass this question. Please, whatever who hear me, put give this message to people who interview Habib and tell them about this. I want anyone who interview Habib, tell them about what I just said, what Dana said. Dana, that was compliment. That was compliment. For Dana was compliment. I understand. I understand. And I think Habibi would understand that too. But he will not gonna swallow it. He never gonna swallow it. I'm telling you. He's gonna say, Habibi, he's gonna say, Dana, don't do that to me. I think Habibi is great, great heart, good guy. He respect everybody. Dana, I don't want you to say that about me. I don't want you. I swear to God, you will see. And I want you to use that because he knows the whole family, all his people, all tradition is all that. He want to carry something. He want people say thing, not bad thing. You may criticize him, you may hate him, may say, but certain word he don't use for those people. It just he don't use this. And if you wanna somebody, we're not talking about Habib, just whatever who from those countries you want to fight them, just tell them that you will sit, you're in trouble, you're in deep trouble. Me, if I was, I wasn't grow, I wasn't, I did not pass my time here for 26 years. Maybe the first time, and when maybe it would be like first time I'm watching the Dana said that, and I'm not, I didn't go through this culture here in America, I'll be upset. I would take it negatively, but it wasn't. I'm not saying Dana he did it too. No, he wasn't. It was compliment. This motherfucker is the best in the world. I don't know what reaction. I don't know what reaction we're gonna have, Habib. I would love to hear Habib respond to this. This is the greatest thing I said from this live video. Everything I said, it wasn't even cross my mind to say that in the live. It just came out by itself. I mean, I would love to have Habib answer to that, just to give you an idea about the culture and the respect for the parents. It's very, very, very important. That's why Connor, he didn't understand. Connor is not he's not hateful guy. I know Connor. He has good heart. All the mistake he made, and God bless the Habib's father. God bless his soul. He the heart of Habib, the heart of Habib's father. That's what Habib carry. That's what he carry. He carries same heart. And even that, the father, he invite Connor. He say, just forget about that. Come visit us. Welcome. What a beautiful. Well, it's not only Habib send message and bring something on table. His father too. His father too. His father was overlooked, and he didn't speak English. I think if you go back and look for the conference, the meeting father did, and he speak. he spoke. And in Russia, and you read interpretation, you see the heart. This man has a huge heart. His father, his father was only his father. He was father of the community. He was father of, I would say, more than that. Every money, all the tank, the money they made, they build up community. They did that for the community. As Habib said, he said, no matter how much money you have, one piece of bread you're gonna eat every day. You're not gonna eat 10,000 bread. One piece of bread, maybe slice of piece of bread. It's not even whole bread. No matter, you know. I mean, it's that's great fighter. That's great champ for me. The champ, the one who brings something, not for sport, also for every house, every family, every family. They got something. We got from Muhammad Ali, bless his soul. Allah bless his soul. We got every house got something from Muhammad Ali. Every house in the world. And that's what make Habib great. That's what make Habib great. That's what make champ champ. That's what make champ champ. You're not only a fighter who win the fight, but the most important, you 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 mold your how I can say, you're connecting what the politician breaking us and making us different, and see us different each other, and see us different color, and see us those people who come, who bring us together. Those are the greatest people. We're never gonna. We will have others, but not same people. Maybe in future we will have another generation. We're gonna have another heroes, another champ, but not similar, different. And that's what make great people, great, great champ, like Muhammad Ali, like uh, uh, like Habib, like Habib. Those guys, they're not just boxing, they're not just beating, they're not just grounding, they're not just submitting, they're not. This is sport. When come out from sport, you see the children, they be excited. Children being happy. Children, they children, they 3 years, 4 years. I saw children 3 4 years. They forgot everything. They forgot about all misery, all what the world going through, and they're happy. They're jumping. They're excited, and they're the most important. They are inspired. They are inspired. You gotta be, you gotta be champ inspired people. Not to break people down, not to put people against each other. That's not the game. That's not sport. And I hope Connor learn from this. I hope Connor learn from this. And I hope other learn from this and try to be a good role model. I think Habib is a role good model. I think Habib, he's a pound pound of pound, because I like John John, and I admire John John, like I admire many champ for me, many champ, many fighter. But Habib, he took the crown. Habib, he took the crown. There were two king, and it was one crown. There were two king and one crown, and Habib, he took the crown. And technically, mentally, spiritually, um, caring, the guy who care about people, who care about the fighter, who say positive thing about fighter, a role model, faith, and love. And he took the crown. Habib took the crown. All the crown. He's the winner. Uh, and I admire John Jones. I'm fan of John Jones too. And unfortunately, something missing, something missing. And I hope he learn. I hope he learn. There is something. There is something about John Jones who make him. There's something missing. I'm not here to critique John Jones and what he did not. No, no, no. I'm just saying. I hope John Jones, he could be a good guy too. Could be a good guy. He could be developed, but I don't know what's missing. I think John Jones, he's empty, spiritual is missing something spiritual. You see, Daniel Cormier, great guy, and champ, one of the champ too. You know, he has that heart. He showed that heart, and I think Daniel Cormier, if he was younger, if he was much younger, I think you can see Daniel Cormier. He could have been maybe an line and a footstep of Habib. He could be. He has Daniel. He has that knowledge. He has that spiritual inside of him. He has that admiration. He has that. He's a good guy. I'm not saying John Jones is a bad guy. No, no, no. John Jones is a good guy too. John Jones is a good guy. But something is missing. I cannot tell you guys what is it. I think for me, if I want to give John Jones advice, and I said that before. I said that um 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 10 years ago. I think 10 or 12 years ago. I said John Jones, he was champ that time. He just got it champ. And I said, and I write to him, I said, John Jones, you're not champ yet. You're not champ yet. Once you stay away from drugs, stay away from alcohol, now you are heading to be great champ. I said that. And I wrote that there, and it's still there on YouTube somewhere. And some people respond to this, what I said. Those people, they're a trainer, they're a coach who respond to what I said. All coach can tell you that. All coach, they disagree. They spend time with you and they spend their energy. It's not because you're paying them. Some people, some coach, if you do that, you're not disciplining. You beat people and you get the bill and you go drink and do sniff and stuff and do some connery like this, some stuff. They're not gonna train you anymore. They don't want you. They don't want you. A great coach like Javier, coach Habib coach, like Geji coach, like other coach, we don't know them. They have principle. They have principle. If you're gonna do this kind of stuff, they're not gonna train you. They're gonna give up on you. Even they need money. But those they're great coach. Those they're a great coach. They know what they're doing. And I think the emptiness he has, John Jones, I think, to me, I think is spiritual. You know, when we say spiritual, because people just born Muslim, you know, people just born Christian, people just born Jewish, and they carry that symbol. They carry that symbol. And sometimes you see a Christian, you do that. Oh, Muslim say, you know, put his hand like this and ask Allah. And Jews do same. It doesn't mean those guys they're spiritual. Doesn't mean. It doesn't mean. Be spiritual is not you carry symbol. All the time you're in difficult, then you ask God or ask Allah to help you. That's Yes, some take, but be spiritual is where you have to practice the faith. You have to respect the faith. You go in drinking, sniffing alcohol, using all that stuff, and tomorrow you go into church. What kind of spiritual is that? Muslim, same. You drink, you do hashish, you do stuff. Then after that, you go to the mosque, Jumu'ah, or you go prayer morning and afternoon or small. What kind of spiritual is that? You're not honest person. You're not respecting your spiritual. You're not respecting yourself first. And I think John, he messed up. He messed up. He has great chance to be champ of champ. He messed up. He just did not serve society. He did not. He was a role model. All eyes, the world was putting his eyes and watching him and liking him and appreciate him, but he just screw up. He just screw up. He just take the chance of be great champ. He take it from himself. Winning the fight, winning the fight, winning the fight. Yes, that's your job. That's only your job. But to be great guy is something else. I'm not saying he's bad guy. I'm not saying. I think John, he did good thing too. One of the things I appreciate he did. He was in New Mexico. He was training. He was running, and he saw a guy who attacked a woman, who took from her something, her bag or something, money or something. He really got raged, and and people appreciate that. And that's what John we want. We don't want to John. He's in jail and he's in the court. We don't want that. We don't want that John. We want a John. What he carry inside, and that's what he carry inside. That's what you have to follow. Get away from that stuff. Don't drink, because if you drink, now you lose your mind. Now you're vulnerable. You're fragile. You're exposed. When you drink, you're exposed because anyone can influence you. Anyone can pull you from your nose to whatever. He drink you to the water, deep water. Anyone. Once you lose your mind, you're out of control. I understand people want to drink, enjoy themselves. They can drink. That's their fate. That's what they are. That's their culture. That's what they are. But don't forget, if you drink. Maybe you want to drink one beer too. You gotta have limits, and when you can stop and be in control of yourself. Take responsibility. Be responsible. You want to drink, want to enjoy your life. That's your money. That's your health. But take responsibility. Don't forget people are watching you. Don't forget people counting about you. Don't forget people love you. People care about you. Once you drink and you lose your mind and you take the car and you hit somebody, well, what's that? What's that? I'm sorry to bring this up, but this is a reality. I'm not saying anything wrong. What I'm saying, that's what reality, that effect. That's what happened. That's what happened. And you pay for that. And we love John. We really love him. We appreciate him. What we don't want him to bring it to take himself that wrong way, because he could have served society better. John. He could have served society. Anyway, to me, a Picasso of MMA. That's what title I'm gonna change the title. To me, Picasso of MMA is Khabib. Khabib is a Picasso. I'm saying that. You know why I'm saying that? Hopefully, after he take a break now, he relieve himself. He bring that. After he fought Geji, he went. Did you see that? He bow and he bring all that stuff he was carrying. Don't forget one thing. Habib fought is an amazing guy. I mean, this This fight he made with Geiji, I tell you, everything, all this fight, he make you forget all this fight he fought before. You know why? I tell you, very, very, very important point was overlooked. First of all, Habib, he came to fight Geiji. He came, he was in his mind. Habib was not set in his mind as used to be. He wasn't happy. You can see sadness in him. You can see he was somewhere, and I hope he can talk about that. We did not see Habib, and he was before. No, even when he was on conference, he wasn't Habib. What we saw when he came entered to fight before like 10 minutes, he was walking. When you look at his face, he's look like he's looking. He was thinking about his father. He was not complete Habib in his mind. Those there are important element can affect you performance. I'm just giving some detail. Some people who didn't see that. Those elements very, very important. You know, if Habib when he's ready, he's 100% ready. 98% ready. Okay. Habib was 98%. I would not even, I would say he was 80%. Addition to that, he broke his feet. He broke his feet. 3 weeks ago, he was in hospital. Nobody knows about that. 3 weeks ago, he was in hospital. This is the guy who can fight the last fight very on his mind. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. It was last fight. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. He carried everything with him and get into the ring to fight. And only who can do that? You see, he lost his father. Emotionally, he's carrying emotion for his father. He carried worriness about the fight. He carried worriness about ending his career. He carried worriness about his feet. He's broke his feet 3 weeks ago. And look the result. And he can, when he start fighting, he just close that door. You know how much energy you need, how much concentration you need to close that door of everything he was just 1 minute ago. You carry this inside of you. But and the head you can close the door. Your head you can be strong, close the door. But emotion, you fight with emotion, you cannot close the door on emotion. You cannot. You just, I don't know. I would love to see Habib. I would love to hear Habib how he did it. How he did it. Me as person, as me, I wouldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I'm an emotion person. I'm very emotion guy. But I can handle my head. I can handle my head and fight. When I'm emotion, I cannot handle emotion. I cannot handle emotion. And why I said that? Why I said that? I'm giving you guys. I'm giving you points. Those points already, a few people they saw that. When he finished the fight, he bowed and he bring that emotion he carry during the fight. He's carried that emotion. He couldn't lock it. He couldn't lock it. He carry it, and he fight with it, and he just bring it to the bow, to the floor, and he start crying. That only way you can take that emotion out. Nobody lie to you. You gotta cry. You gotta cry, and there is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I tell you what. If in a life happened to you, something happened to you, something very serious happened to you, and we're all fragile. We're all human beings. We all carry emotion, and you start taking of suicide. And I'm telling you, what I'm telling you, I went through that. I went through that. You don't know about my life. Well, that's my past who bring me to the art. My past bring me to the art. One reason why I started art before I came to USA, I started when I was in Switzerland. I started when I was in Morocco, by the way, and I didn't keep up. I didn't keep up because the there are so many reasons I could keep. I did. I have a room. I didn't have even light. I don't have electricity. I don't have water. I don't have. I mean, my life is a hell. Anyway, I did. I tried to kill myself when I was in Morocco. Uh, and I can show you this. Actually, I can show you this. I cut the nerve, bleeding nerve. I can show you that. Hold on a second. I don't know if you can see this. Cut. You see? You see the cut? When I was 24 or 26, I think I did this. I was 24, 26. I tried to kill myself because if I'm gonna sit here and tell you about my life, I don't think we're gonna finish maybe 6 or 7 hours. We're not gonna finish. Anyway, it will be another life next time. What I said, um, if you go through a bad time, if you go through bad time, we all, don't forget, we all have it. We all have it. We're all gonna go in bad time. But don't forget, it's just like you are swimming in the ocean and you have that uh, uh, wave. That wave come big, 20 times bigger than you. And you are swimming and you look at that wave like this. It's gonna smash you. It's gonna smash you. It will smash you. But what are you gonna do? What you need to do? Don't stay looked at it like this. Do something. What are you gonna do? Be flexible. Be flexible. Go through it. It's gonna smash. It's gonna pass. It's not gonna stay high like a building looking at you all the time. It's gonna pass. It's gonna go down and pass. And you be flexible. You go through it, and you go up, and you go back to have life back. Your life back. That's how life it is. Take it from me. That's how it is. Do not waste your life. Do not kill yourself. Don't do that. Do not go try to use the drug and you destroy your mind. You need your mind. You need it. You need your brain. You need your brain. I'm 66 years old and I'm still, I got up, what time is it? I got up like 4 o'clock morning. Yesterday, I got up 3 o'clock morning yesterday. I got up always early. What I did, first thing I did, I changed my clothes. I went to run. I ran like 4 times or 5 times Union Square, that the park. You saw how big. 4 times, 5 times, like 2.5 miles. 4 o'clock morning. I was like crazy. I'm only the one already, nobody else. 66 years old. Is that tell you something? I ran 2.5 miles and 4 o'clock morning. Well, sometimes I do more. Sometimes I do 5 miles. Sometimes, depend how I feel. And no problem. I have no problem to do that. I have no problem. Everything I worked on myself from my childhood. I'm telling you, when 7 years old, I was running. 7 years old. I almost, I could be a champ of champ for running. I could be. And I ran with the people who they were famous. They all told me that. They all told me, try to push me to be on a league, national league and stuff. And I just, I said, I'm not interested because I was pissed about my country. I'm not gonna go and do something and put the flag my country because I was so upset. I feel like abandoned. You know, I don't have any electricity in my room. I don't have, I don't have food. I don't have water. How could you? Anyway, I told you guys, it's long story. Long story. Why I said that, because if you having difficulty in your life, just relax. Just relax. Relax. Take it easy. Relax. Go walk. You know, go do something make you feel better. You know, when I talk to people, don't talk to anybody. Don't talk to anybody. That's what I used to tell my stepson. He sometimes he has crisis. He has crisis. He want to kill himself. I say, listen. Why you want to do that? Why you? Because when you say that, when you 16 years old, and you telling your parent, I want to kill myself, and I want to. That's serious issues. The parent, you have to listen to your kids. That's very, very serious issues. When you have a child, 15, 14 years, and thinking like this, it's very serious. Very serious. Don't ignore that. So what I say, okay, let's sit down talk. Okay, you want to kill yourself. I'll give you a good idea how you're going to do it. He looked at me and said, won't you go? You don't want to study. Okay. We give you a chance. We help you. We feed you. We want you to go do school. He like a rap. My stepson, he love rap. He's talented in a rap. And he wrote song. I say, go do music. Just go do music. Go find people with who you do music. Go study music. I can help you. I can pay the school for you. You have a room here. I feed you. No problem. Just please don't stay in that room. All you want you to do is sleep during the day, and you wake up at night. You're the opposite of us, and it's not good for you. It's not good for us. And that's what he did. Since when I came, 5, 6 years, and be patient with him and until he get 21 years old, and nothing changed. And he want to kill himself. I say, hold on, before you kill yourself, do me favors, just listen. Won't you go and find job? Just find job. Work for 6 months, 7 months, 1 year. The money you're gonna save, we're not gonna ask you for one dime. Just save it for yourself. Save it for yourself. We're gonna help you. You're 20 now, 21, 20 now, okay? Save that money. $10,000, $8,000, whatever you have. We help you fix your passport and go just going around the world. You're American. You're American. You know what that means, American? Your passport, you go everywhere. You have no problem. You have no problem. Why you want to kill yourself? Just got your passport, got your $10,000, whatever you save, and go. Make that suicide. Make it different way. Go sleep in the street. Go to, I don't know, go Europe, go to Africa, and make that suicide a different way. Just relax. Sit in the street. You don't have to go to the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Go some area. Go, I don't know. Go just go without shoes. Just you're barefoot. Go do something different. You just want to kill yourself? You're capable to kill yourself, and you're not capable to do that? That's serious problem. That's serious problem. I have another friend from Russia too. She has an apartment in Moscow. She has a family house, and she want to kill herself. I said, won't you do me a favor? Sell that family house. Sell it. Take that money. Before you kill yourself, take that money and go see all the world. Spend all that money. When you finish, kill yourself. She looked at me, she said, wow, I didn't thought of that. People who think about suicide, they're locked in their mind. Emotionally and mentally, they're locked. That's what they need to talk about. Before you do that, you know, there is different way we do suicide. We drive the car because we're angry, and we push the gas and we just, we push the gas and we just speeding. That's also suicide. That's also the way you do that. And sad thing is not only gonna kill yourself, you're gonna kill innocent people. You're gonna kill innocent people. They're not responsible for your problem. And I advise people, we all sometimes we have that thought of suicide. It come to our mind. We have no control of that. But what we have control is how we're gonna behave with this idea. That we can control that. We have control of that. The thought, we don't have control of that. Negative thought, we don't have. But we have control how we're gonna face those issues, how we're gonna deal with them. And the world, as much we live in the world, we're always gonna have bad time. We're always gonna have bad time. Always we're gonna have bad period. As I said, this bad period is like a wave. They come up over us like bigger than building, and we're not gonna sit and look at them smash us. We're gonna be flexible. What you do, what you have wave, when you swim and you have wave come on top of you, don't keep looking at that, because you keep looking at it, it's gonna smash you. Your nose is up when all the ton of water gonna come, gonna force the water get into your nose and your mouth, and you're gonna choke before it's gonna smash you. So be flexible. The problems we have in life, it's similar. Just be flexible. That's my advice to you. I hope you enjoy this life. Just guys, I want to tell you one thing, and I appreciate that. Thank you for people who subscribe on my channel. I don't look for the money. I'm not making this channel to make money. And I have another channel where I have following. I have 154 people who follow me. Most of them, they're artists. Most of them, they're singer. They're artists. They do art. This is second channel, and I have third channel, but I cannot use all of them once. The channel I have 154 people follow me. I didn't take care of it. I just ignore it, and I opened this channel. Then I opened another. For reason I did, because I cannot explain to you why I did. I regret having two street channel, because I realize it's a mistake. I made mistake. I'm gonna stay focused on this channel. What I'm gonna do soon, I'm gonna be on Union Square. I'm gonna be everywhere, doing this drawing performance, and also I'm gonna do collage painting. After, I'm gonna start by doing performance by drawing with music. I'm preparing myself. I'm thinking about the weather and stuff, but I'm gonna do the best as I could. I'm gonna be outside. Maybe it's too cold. It's too cold for me. I'm not gonna be outside. But I promise you, if I don't do it before the weather getting cold, I do it after when the spring comes, when the weather get better. New York, when spring comes, it start raining all the time. It's not comfortable to be outside doing art. But I promise you one thing. I'm gonna do. It's when the weather get better. I'm gonna do performance on Union Square. I'm gonna be in Washington Park, also maybe Madison Park. Maybe, I'm not sure, Madison Park, but I would do here next to NYU, close to me. I live in 7th Street, and Union Square too. Union Square and the park here on the east side, Tompkins Square. I'm gonna do more artwork outside. I'm gonna be outside, because most performance I did it here in my studio and my apartment. Now, a couple of years I lost my studio. I don't have studio anymore. My apartment is too small. I can show you. Actually, I can show you my artwork. I took all from my art. The room my wife I used to use the big room when we used to, me and my wife, all full with the art. I don't have space there. I don't have, and I'm afraid. Sometimes I'm worried because I hope it doesn't take fire. Because if fire happen here, I'll be dead with all my painting and stuff. Um, I'll show you something. I don't know if you can see the art here. Um, even in the bathroom, there is art in bathroom because there no space. Whatever the small space I find, I do my art. Whatever, whatever, whatever. And here, the blue, you see this cover blue? I have 12 painting. Look how big it is. 12 painting, I'm thinking 15 painting. I don't have space. And I'll tell you one thing, guys. It's so much important for artists to have space. It's so much important. You have no idea how much bring art on a life when you have studio. Because when you have studio, when I used to have studio, another studio in Harlem. Now that time I did exploration. I did a lot of work, big work. Now my apartment small. I do small work. When I have more space, I do more space work. It's up to it depends on space. Because that look, I don't have even space for my painting. Look the bottle. Look the bottle. This is only few bottle there. I don't have even space to put this bottle because I have under table again. It just, it just, it's not comfortable. It's not about comfort. It's not about comfort. It's necessary for artists to have space. It's necessary. I'm good on sculpture. I do sculpture too. I stopped doing sculpture more than 20 years because every time I do sculpture, I make some good piece. I put someplace and I just walk and I dump it to the floor. I broke. I lost so many pieces sculpture. Nobody see my work, artwork sculpture. What you see only art, collage, painting, and drawing. But I have sculpture too. I do sculpture too. That's what I start doing in Switzerland. When I was in Switzerland, I start by sculpture. Then I when I came here, I start do drawing. Anyway, and that's what it is. And I hope I'm thinking very, very. I'm bringing some new thing. I create drawing. I create more subject drawing. I want to share with the public outside, and hopefully can go right. From that time, when I'm gonna do performance, inshallah, 2021, or probably maybe if I can do it before the weather, this before 21, I'm gonna do some few work and do it outside, and hopefully be able to do live directly. People can see directly my work when I do performance drawing. And after that, when I'm thinking about to travel, I'm gonna also have an idea about having small car and use it as gallery and go travel. As I told you, I'm gonna travel everywhere. I'm gonna go to enter Russia with the car. And before I go to Russia and stuff, every country when I arrive there, I'm gonna do performance for this country, and hopefully it will be live direct on YouTube or Facebook. And that's it. That's my. I wanna share with people what I have. I have. When I do one thing, I just wanna explain to you about my drawing. When I draw, when I do draw, I'm drawing something. When I draw, I'm taking. Most time I think. That's how I create subject. When I do my drawing, when I do first line, and I'm head, I have to be head. What's next? What's movement? I'm gonna move my hand. I'm gonna create shoes. I'm gonna create the head. It's kind of like you have to be ahead. It's it's exactly why I said what I said. Habib is Picasso. The style of the drawing, what I do, that's what Picasso used to do. Picasso used to do line. That's what Picasso is the line. And Habib, exactly what he's doing is a fighter. Remember, guys, I told you, when he move, he's already ahead. He's already thinking ahead. That's how. I mean, and I keep. I go, I talk about something. I go back to Habib because I'm fascinated. Because I do understand. Because that's what I do. That's what I do. That's what I do. When I draw, that's what I do. When I paint, talage. When I do talage, that's what I do. Talage. I do talage. I don't copy. I don't. When I work talage, you can see the canvas in front of you, and I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I have no idea. That once you put the pen there, it's there. You can't take it back. Once you put color there, it's there. Sometimes, I'll be honest with you, sometimes in my drawing and my painting, I screw up. I screw up. And I'm thinking ahead. I do whatever my head telling me to do, and I do. It doesn't work. And I have to think quickly. I have to think quickly to switch to another way. You understand what I'm saying? You understand now? You see what I'm talking about, Habib? You see what I'm talking about, Habib? That's what I do on my art. That's exactly what I do on my art. That's exactly what I do on my art. That's why Habib is Picasso of MMA. Thank you for your time. Enjoy enjoy YouTube, and I hope to see you next time. When I see you, probably I will not be talking. I'll be drawing or doing something directly. Um, one thing sure. I can do live during my paints here at home. And the problem with this, why I don't do that for painting, I did it before for drawing, as you see. And reason why I don't do it in painting, because there is no camera. I remember, guys, I show you the video. I used to put a helmet for the bike, and I used to put the camera here. When I put the camera here, when I paint, the camera doesn't follow my eyes. It's when I put my head down, camera, it's 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 catching up. It's catching up. It doesn't catch up the paint. It catch up table, whatever it is. Um, I'm trying to figure out how can I use some camera. If anyone can help me, please write to me. Give me advice. I will appreciate that. I'm trying to figure out how can I have a camera where I can put this camera like my eyes. When I see the paint, when I do, I wanna share with you technique how I do the paint talage. That's called talage. I wanna share it with you, but camera betrayed me. And also for me, I need to tape what I did, because honestly, because I do creative work. I'm not do memories, and there is no memories work. Doesn't exist. This is all thing come just spontaneous. It's just like spark. When I do, I'm completely in the paint. I don't remember after I finish. I don't remember what I did. Because why? Because I wasn't outside to watch my art. I was inside of art. How can I be inside of art and I can't remember what I did? I wasn't watching myself. I wasn't watching myself. I was inside of art. I was in deep water. I cannot watch. If you swim in deep water, you cannot watch yourself from the sky. You know what I'm saying? You cannot be outside and watching yourself swimming. And that's what I do. When I paint, I'm swimming. I cannot watch myself. So the camera helped me to tape what I did, and I can at least remember this technique. I wanna master this technique. I wanna master them. Because why? Because this technique they don't teach you in the school. The school, it's the school is the experience. That's what school is. This technique you cannot teach, you cannot learn. Talaj, you cannot learn talaj. A technique when I create, you cannot learn them in school, art school. They're not gonna give to you. Most people they don't even actually now some people start to understand what I'm saying when I'm doing talaj painting, because I bring some video. I think I post some video when I think they are on Facebook. Most of them they are Facebook, I think. Then they saw what I'm talking about. Then they say with their eyes. Not only I'm explaining to them, they saw on their eyes. Talaj is when you put one color and you put another color on top of color. You put 3 or 4 layer of colors. Then you work on them. Those 3 layer, one on top of another. That's how you're gonna bring your subject. Whatever you wanna bring, those 3 or 2 color you put, that's what you get. That's what you look for subject. What you wanna do. You wanna do like a chalet, like a mountain, like stone, like water, like flowers, like whatever you wanna do. Whatever you wanna do. It's not a painting. It's you are drawing with the paints. When you do painting, you are drawing. You literally you are drawing, but just using brush instead of pencil or pen. That's what paint. Talaj is not that. Talaj, you're not drawing. You're not taking the brush and put on paint and do 3 like this, like Bob does, or other artists. You know what I'm talking about. You do home, like you draw your pants, you do home, and you paint, you put color, light color and dark color, and you do roof, you do window. Talaj is not that. That's what I'm talking about. Talaj is another high technique. You cannot learn that in school. Nobody knows. I think nobody doing that. Nobody doing that. You use you put color. I'll give you an example. Let me give you an example. If you put the blue, okay, blue color, and gold blue, okay, blue like water, like ocean water, and you put yellow on the top of that, okay, those color, they dry, they stick together. Wait a little bit, you will have, what you gonna have, what kind of color you gonna have result. If you put yellow on top of blue, you will have green color. That's talaj is. That's exactly how I work paint talaj. You use the color on top of another color, and result. It's gonna be green. Now you have green, all canvas. You have everything green. That's the problem. You have everything green. What you got? You got only color green. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Now you gotta bring some. You say, okay, green. Oh, green, it give me like grass. Green give me like grass. How I'm gonna get grass from this color? 2 color. I have blue and yellow. Give me grass. So I'm gonna look for some dark color. I'm gonna look for another 2 color. It make that green, because the first green you have basic, the first one is blue. On top of the blue you have yellow, but now you got grass, because the canvas is large, is big, whatever the size is, everything is green. Now you blocks, now you lost. You have green, but what's next? Now you gotta look for same color green, same color, look for same color green, but it should be much darker. because the first one you have, primary you create, is a light green light. Now you look for dark green. Then you put on top of that. Then you wait. Then you will have reflection. You will have a reflection. You will have a spark of the color. The first primary color you create is light green. Then second primary you create, it's green, but it's dark. Then they will give you some view about your painting. Now you are developing imagination, creativity. Now you are working with creativity. Now you create it. Now you're working your mind, and you developing your vision by keep doing that. Then after that you have a reflection. It's gonna give you like a field, like field. Then you say, okay, oh, it's great. It's wonderful. It's look forest. It's look. You can see if you start believing what you see, you will. If you say, oh, this look like forest. It's beautiful. Then how I'm gonna use? If you look like a forest, I'm gonna use the color or give me like shape of trees. Now you have to look for another color. Work at them. You mix the color and see you can do, and you put on top of that the first primary and second primary. Now we have third primary. You put on top of that, it will give you shape of like a mountain. And if you get the shape, if you develop that vision, do some curve, do some curve with another color. You can actually, you can put the water, you can put the water, you can work at it. So little bit by little bit. And if you do that again, you will have same result as I do. You will have same result. And that's the work of the Taraj is leaning, is layer after layer, kush after kush, kush after kush, kush after kush. But it's very important thing I want to tell you. Don't use your acrylic. This is only technique I create by acrylic. But don't use acrylic thick one. Make sure, because when you do layer after layer, if you do kush after kush, if paint is thick, it's gonna be a mess. It's not gonna be. Oh, by the way, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Your tile is not gonna work. Make sure you liquidify your paints. Make sure you make it like water, very liquid. Acrylic, very liquid. Very, very important. Very, very important. Make sure you want to do that. Try to do that. You always shake. When, like my bottle here, it's sitting there for a while. So when I'm gonna paint, I'm gonna shake. Very, very shake, because too liquid. And when you have bottle liquid sitting there for a while, the paint it go down and water come up. So just be careful. And I wish you, if you have any question, I can help you for that. No problem. Welcome. Just write to me. I hope this live, and I do first time I do live on YouTube. My first time on YouTube. I hope you like this live, and be there. You never know. I'm sorry. I don't keep up. I don't keep up because most time I use I have almost 5,000 followers on Facebook. You just use my name if you wanna see me, wanna talk to me. Most time I'm Facebook. Most of the time I'm Facebook. If you have any question and you wanna talk to me, you can call me on Facebook. No problem. I can give my time. No problem. Welcome. And I hope be safe and protect yourself from this COVID-19. And I ask Allah to help us, to help all humanity, all brothers and sisters, all brothers, color, white, black, green, yellow. There's no color in human beings. There's no color. It's just nature. What make us like this is life, nature. It's not. You didn't choose to be white color skin. I didn't choose to be dark skin. It's a nature. I didn't choose to be born in my country in Morocco. I didn't choose that. I didn't choose my family. You same. I mean, we all brother and sister. We all have to help each other, understand each other, and care about humanity. Believe me, we because we never lived a life with a, you know, we never experienced to be living in a town or some country by yourself. No human beings. Imagine imagine you live in New York, or whatever state you live, or whatever country you live. Imagine you're alone in city. You're alone. All humanity is gone. I'll tell you what, you will kill yourself. I guarantee you, you're not gonna stand up. You're not gonna take it. You might enjoy in the beginning. Maybe you may enjoy at the beginning. It's cool to see nobody's here, only you. You can go to any building you want. You can drive any car you want. You can go to any store you want. You can do whatever you want. You know, because we never experience that. We have fantasy. It's fantasy in the head. When it comes to the practice, it's another thing. It's hard. It's very hard. Anything. Why I say that? It's like people who are poor. You know what poor think? You know the hope of the poor people, like me and like you, like everybody, most people of us, is to be rich one day. I'm not. I'm not. I used to be. I'm not. I'm hope to get a little bit money because I want to achieve something. I want to do. My wife, she was a writer. She was poet writer. I want to collect her books. I want to do her poems. Um, I want to share her poems, her work with the people because she's not here to do it for herself. She passed away 2014. This is another story. Um, my hope, I need money just for this thing. I want to achieve something to share with people before I die. That's my hope. I'm not asking for money to be rich. No, 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 no. I used to. I used to. Not anymore. As I grow, as I develop, as I travel, I see I see the money is just something uh, to be rich is just something to experience, just to experience. But how we enjoy that dream because we're not rich. That's why I enjoy it to dream it. It's sweet for us. It's something it make euphoria for us. It make us feeling good to be rich. Once you get there, once to be rich, you enjoy it just in the beginning. Maybe 1 year, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years. Now after that, you forgot. You're gonna forget you are rich. You just be normal. You come back normal. Maybe you have new friend. Maybe you give up some friend. Maybe you give up some friend because you don't have time for them anymore. Because you cannot frequent those friends because they're not on your level. It's not because you're arrogant. No, it's just because you don't go to same restaurant as you used to be. Now you have money. You can afford to go more expensive food. You know what I'm saying? It's not because you're arrogant. It's just the life make you who you are. I always said that. Be careful. Be careful. The life make you who you are. And don't let the life dig you. Don't let life take you down. You're the one in control. Because once you are rich, once you have money like Habib, like Connor, if you don't have confidence, you don't have that some faith inside of you, you don't believe something, it doesn't matter what it is. You care about people, you love people, you have a faith, you believe in God, you believe in your parents, you believe in your friendship. If you don't have that and you get rich, you may get yourself trouble. You may get yourself trouble. And it just you become normal person. That euphoria will be rich is gone. Not anymore. You don't have this euphoria. You may think twice after you might think you say, I wish I was just go back like I used to. Have you heard of that? Some rich people I say, I wish I didn't have the money. Remember the guy who won how many million? I think 22, 28 million on lottery. Anyone of you guys remember him here in some states? He lost connection with his kids. He divorced his wife. Uh, he, he he lost his mind. He almost lost his mind because he was carry 2 million or 3 million in a suitcase, and he's sleeping in the car. He was sleeping in the car with 2-3 million in the car. The funny thing, he went somewhere to McDonald's to bathroom or something like this. He went to bathroom and McDonald's. He came. Somebody stole his money from the car. Then I think they get some take of it. They get back some take of it. I think he went to cops and they find out with camera and stuff, and they get some take of that. The guy has no mind because he just got lost. He just got lost. He got depressed. The money ruined him because he has no control of that. He has no control of that. This is example, one of the examples. It happened to people not only with the money. It happened for things. You know, it happened for other things. We have to express when we got something as gift, whatever we got. You know, you can have a friend, a treasure friend, rich friend. That's a gift. You can have a wife, a beautiful wife like my wife was. You have no idea what you have. Or wife, you can have a husband, a gift from God to you. I tell you what, when my wife got sick in hospital, I don't know, guys, if you know about that. We spent both together 2 years. We lived in hospital. 2 years. She was in hospital. I wasn't forced to be there. Because when I saw my wife, as you see in the video, I have a video. You go to other. Maybe I don't have the video on this channel, but other old channel I have the video about my wife. And you can see the video. I was given the care. I was the care given. 2 years. There is no 1 day off. 2 years. I go early morning. I get up early morning. I will cook something for her, whatever soup, whatever, you know, something she loves. And I'm waiting because I cannot get into the hospital. They have a rule: you cannot get there before 8 o'clock because all staff member, they have to switch all stuff. So you wait 9 o'clock. I'm waiting in front of the hospital. Sometimes I get sneak from other door to get there before 9 o'clock. 8 o'clock I get there. One time I went to 7 o'clock when she was in Bat Israel there. I sneak. They don't let me in, and I went to another door behind, and I went 7 o'clock. I was there, and I was every single day. I spent time in beginning first year, the 2-3 months when she was in Bat Israel, from 7 o'clock to 2 o'clock night. I come here and home. I spent from 7 o'clock for 3 months, almost 3 months here, because I could do it, because Bat Israel is close to me. First of all, I can just walk. The second thing, Bat Israel have other doors where you can sneak to the hospital. I could do it. When she moved to Roosevelt Island, I was taking subway. So sometimes subway early morning, you can wait. I was waiting for 45 minutes. The subway can pick me up from Houston to Roosevelt Island. And I have to sign paper. I tell them she's very sick. She need me. I need to come here. I send paper. I'm given the caregiver. I said no stretcher, no stretcher. Another story. This is another story. If I not tell you about this stuff, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna do nothing whole day. By the way, I take care of my wife for 2 years. She's American. My wife, she wasn't Muslim. No, she wasn't. I never try to make her convert. I never try. She know about Islam. She know about everything. She wanna be Muslim. That's all. That's her choice. But I loved my wife. My wife, she was treasure for me. To me, it was, you know, if I tell you something, you're not gonna believe me. That's how I defined myself with Habib. The difference between me and Habib, my wife was close to me. As I said before, Habib was his father. His father was the art, was MMA art. His father was MMA art. My wife, she was my art. She was my drawing, my painting. And 2 years I stopped. I stopped doing nothing. I think only a few times I did some painting because I still have my studio. I come late, midnight late, and I go to my studio and I do 2 hours painting, 3 hours, and I come 3 o'clock. I sleep 3 o'clock, and at 6 o'clock I'm up. I'm doing some food. I carry food and I go to her. Whatever she loved, I carry food for her and I feed her and I wash her and I do therapy for her. I put her. She was hooked with the ventilator. She was hooked with the ventilator all the time. And I bring her on the board and the bed, and I work on the ventilator somehow, extended the tube, and I took all this material for bodybuilding for her. And I told you guys, if I'm gonna tell you all the stuff, I'm not gonna finish talk. 2 years I'm doing that. 2 years until she passed away. When she passed away, all that emotion I carry, because I was carrying everything. I mean, Habib carry emotion when his father passed away, like 2 months, and he was dealing with that, all the emotion. He was doing an interview, he was talking, he was preparing for fight, everything. I carry that emotion for 2 years. Every time I wake up morning, I heard the phone. I'm like, somebody gonna tell me, yo, hurry up, your wife, she passed away. Every single day, every time I'm gonna put my hand sleeping, and I say, oh my God, they're gonna wake me up, they're gonna tell me, your wife, she passed away. I carry that stuff whole time for 2 years. Doctors told me, how you do that? We saw you every single time, every single day for 2 years. How you did it? You're not sick. He said people did it only for 1 month. They ended up in the bed. They ended up in the hospital. Everybody, you go to hospital, talk to them, ask people about me. Everybody know me there. All hospital know me. All hospital, even the head, from the head and the butt. Everybody know who I am. But tell you what, the sad thing, all this experience I went through with my wife, unfortunately, in the hospital, when I saw around 300 people in the bed. From the number of 300 people in the bed, there are only 20, maybe 15 people. They have parents, they have family come to see them. From those 20 people, they have parents come to see them. Only 3 people, or 4 people come every day. Every day. There was one Pakistani, there's 2 Pakistani. One of man, his wife, she was there. She was unconscious. He come, the guy, poor guy, he come after work every night after work, because his wife, she was next to my wife. And another young Pakistani, with his wife, he comes see his father every night, every night, every night. And me, And maybe another guy, his name, he's American, he's an army, his mother there, he come every night. Sometimes sometimes he doesn't come, he sent his girlfriend, his beautiful girlfriend, she come she come every night. And maybe I can add it two more. Maybe we are 7 people, let's say 10 people. We come every, I come from morning, those guys they come nights. Okay, they have job, they have, I give up my job. I give up my job. I give up my job. They still calling me and say, no, I can't leave my wife. I just can't. I don't want to have that guilt. Why I saying that to you? I feel so bad for these people. It got me emotion. I get emotion. My heart, it go to them. My heart, it go to them. Those people need you. If you have a mother, you have father, you have member family, you have friend, they need you. They really need you. These people, they can feel better. They can live longer. Just when you bring them that love. Believe me, medicine, it doesn't help. It help a little bit, but it doesn't. It's not all answer. Those people, when they're in the bed in hospital, 50% of your presence to be there for them, it give them 50% help. Most cases, most situation, most patient people die because lack of love. Most of them, because they imagine, they see, even they cannot talk, they see, they think. I'm talking about this patient conscious. Forget about this unconscious. They are with the machine, they're not responding. And also the care. You have to be there. You have to wash their hair. You have to cut their nail. You have to give them massage, body massage. You have to give them a smile. You have to talk to them. You have to hug them. All what you do a part of the medicine, and the real medicine. At least when they die in peace and with love. If you are patriot, if you are, say, America, 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 or French, 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 or Swiss, Swiss, or German, or Germany, Germany, or Moroccan, or Morocco, Morocco. If you are patriots, first of all, you shouldn't give up on your family. You should not, because if you love your country, you love your family. How could you love your country? You don't love your neighbor. You don't care about your family. I mean, I see contradiction there. I see the contradiction. I saw the contradiction from the citizen, from a citizen, or from the politician. The two things I saw in the hospital. The politician for election, they will tell you, I protect my citizen. I would protect this. I would do this for my citizen. I'll go see the hospital. Go see the hospital. All the citizens who give so much, like my wife, she did. My wife, she teach, I know how many kids, poetry. And maybe one of you guys, you listen to me, maybe your cousin, your son, maybe my wife, she teach him poetry. My wife, she's not only teach poetry to kids. She teach them poetry, and she use friendship with them, and she give them good advice. She would talk to them. She would give them a laugh. She was like a nurse, my wife. She did for many years, 26 years. That, imagine how many kids my wife, she maybe feed them something, helping them right now. Those kids, my wife, she teach, they're 20 now. They're 28. Oh, some of them, yeah, some age of her son. My stepson is 4 years. They're 4 years now. Maybe they have grandchildren. And why I'm talking about my wife, I serve my wife as citizen, American citizen, who serve the country. Some of people serve country and army. It's not always that, but some people they serve country here. What difference make? Maybe the army has chance not to be killed. Okay, we don't wish them that. They come back, then all with these problems in their head and all this bullet, all this noise and stuff drive them crazy. They cannot handle it. They need help. Some of them got help, some of them unfortunately not. But those people who sit there who teaching their kids, they give something to society. Why people like my wife ended up in hospital and nobody came and visit her? I'm not talking about my wife. I'm talking about people like my wife who serve also the country different way. Maybe they were nurses, maybe they were teachers, maybe they were daycare, maybe they were whatever, save society. Whatever, who save society. Why they ended in hospital? Nobody came just to kiss them and to hug them. Just kiss them and hug them and tell them, I'm here. I think of you. That's all what you need. All what you need. Just spend half an hour. You don't have to come like me from 7 o'clock to midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning. You don't have to do that. Just show them love. No, those people forgotten. Those people forgotten. And you know what? Everybody pay the price for this. Because those people in the bed, nobody kept to help them to turn them the other side. They sleep on their bed 6 hours, 7 hours. They sweat. The skin broke down. By the way, if we're gonna go to these issues of skin breakdown by sweat, take it from me. Is wrong or lie? Two things. Are they lying to you or they're wrong? Skin doesn't break by sweat. Let me just put this in life. And you're lucky, guys, you're here to hear that because you're not gonna hear it. You're not gonna hear it before. And I'm gonna edit one tab. I'm gonna talk about ventilator. I'm gonna talk about ventilator. I warned everybody 8 years ago about ventilator. Nobody listened. Breaking skin, it doesn't come from sweat. They tell you, or I have to wake the patient every 4 hours to turn them because otherwise scared. No. And that is right. You know what they used to do? In winter, they put the heat. So much heat. So much heat. Even you're the person, you just come out to visit the patient for 1 hour, you sweat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you take the patient, you have to turn them because they sweat, because the sweat broke their skin. Why you put in this too much heat? You know what happened to my wife? When she come from ICU, start having conscience, she was begging me for water. It's so hot. And you know what's the rule in hospital? You do not give the water to the patient. He said what I say. You know what I told them? I use the word F. With respect to you, I don't want to say the word. And I give my wife water. I helped her to drink water. I helped her to. What I'm saying, you're not gonna hear from nowhere. I'm telling you the truth. And I said that, and I put video there. It's there on YouTube. You gotta find out. Log on Peggy Garrison Akhdi. Just lose Peggy Garrison and add it Akhdi. An old channel. Maybe on this channel, maybe the video is there too. And they called the doctor, come to me. She told me, you know, Rose, we don't give patient water. I say, go to hell. Go to hell. If she die, you're responsible. I say, you know what? I better say her drowning with drinking water than begging me and drop dead with her mouth dry and throat dry. Giving the patient the water, helping the patient who just come from coma, helping people. First of all, you save their life. Second one, you relieve suffering. Imagine somebody begging you for water, begging you. The third thing, you are relaxing their muscles here. You are preparing them to start getting to learn how to swallow. And their muscles here, they're not dry. Tissue here is not dry. I'm not doctor. I can teach them this. Because I start giving my wife water, she's been able, in a couple days, like a week after, she's been able to eat. The people who did not drink the water, they could not eat. They could not eat. They use always feeding. Well, guess what? They drop dead. My wife, because she started eating early, she lived for 2 years. But I tell you, her death is not because she died by her sickness. Her death was caused by the hospital, by nursing home hospital. They have MRSA. You know what mean MRSA? This MRSA is bacteria resistant for antibiotic. Resistant. If I want to tell you about what's going on, I don't wish you to die in hospital. That's all. I don't wish you to die in hospital. I don't want to go to hospital. I don't want to go. If I'm gonna die sick, I'll be die here in my apartment. Hopefully, I'm not gonna die apartment. As I told you, I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna be outside. I'm gonna die outside. Maybe I die in ocean. Or maybe I die painting or die drawing. I don't know. I don't want to die. I don't want to go through what my wife, other people are still going through. And I was there for her, almost 20 hours by 20 hours. Almost, I would say that. I was there. And I see, and even that I was there, my wife twice dropped dead. Twice dropped dead. Literally. Twice dropped dead. The time I'm here and home, she dropped dead. When I was there, no, she doesn't die. When I came here, she died. Right? Because I don't blame the staff. I'm not those people who watch the patient and stuff. I don't blame them. What I'm talking about, remember when I said, I told you, politician, they were protecting citizen. Just, if you want to help citizen, care about these people in hospital. Put the money in hospital. Put the nursing home. Put more money. Hire more people, staff. A patient like my wife, the people who watch the patient, they shouldn't watch more than 5 people. More than 5 people. 4 people should watch only 4 people. Because one person need critical people like my wife in 2 hours. They rush because they give them 15, 20 people to wash. They all of them under the ventilator, and she wash. And the machine would make a noise. Pum, pum, pum. The 2 patient on one side with the hose from ventilator to throat, the mucus come out, it go to the filter, it stuck the filter, there is no air, and the patient is not breathing. It's not breathing. What happened? The machine alert, make a noise, make pum, 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 pum. And the lady she wash, she just lady wash. She doesn't know nothing. She doesn't know nothing. She may keep washing, and the person will drop dead because he cannot breathe. My wife happened to her twice. And that's one of the cause of the deaths. Because when you have patients under the vent and drop dead and come back, the system immune, it get weak. The defense of the body get very, very weak. Whatever bacteria have it in her body, it gets stronger. That means patient become more weak, more exposed to any bacteria. And that's why my wife, she got MRSA. And that when she dropped twice dead, and they bring her back, they revive her, she was much weaker. And you can see the beginning, how she will look like if you see her, and the end of 2014, what she looked like. In 2 years, take only 2 years. If you see her picture, in the beginning of her picture, when she was leaning in the bed, one picture leaning in bed. That's 2013, and you see 2014, almost the end of 2014. She ended up like 100 years old. You can see my wife, the beginning looked like 4 years old, and she ended up like 100 years old. She was like a 100 years old. That's come from the care of the hospital, the medicine, all the stuff together. It's not good. It's not good. All what I want to say, those politicians, they will come and lie to you. Nobody care. Nobody care. They care about you because you are active. You are here now. You can fight. You have a voice. You can fight. You can write. You can. Once you ended up in a hospital, nobody care about you. I'm telling you. Go, if you don't believe me, what you do think? Why don't you just go and visit patients? When Corona finish, when Corona, now they don't let you allow. When Corona finish, you have a right. Just get some oranges, get some fruit, something, and go to hospital, nursing home hospital, especially nursing home hospital, where the patient they stay for 2, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years. That's why I want you to go and say I want to visit. Look for name. Look for name. Find patient there and go visit and look with your eyes. Go 2, 3 times and go see visit. By the way, they don't like that. You know, they don't like you when you go visit and you kept try to visit another patient. They will find the excuse, say, "Oh, excuse me, don't do that. No, that's a rule. You got bacteria from here." No, you can't do that. You just use the suit, protect gloves and stuff, and hat, everything, and you can't do. You can't do. Every time you come out from a patient, you know, do like a bénévole, like a volunteer. Get 3 or 4 people together and do this experience. And believe me, you will have something to put on YouTube. You have some video. You're gonna learn something you have no idea, and you better learn now, early, before it's too late. Before it's too late, because when you're gonna learn now, you be able to help somebody. Like probably your mother ended up there, your father, you somebody you love, you care about, and that you already have idea. You already have what you do. I learned a lot from this experience. Why I told you about ventilator, I wanna end up the life now, because I have to pray. Oh my God, time of prayer. I missed first. I know why the alarm didn't go off. I missed first prayer. Oh, anyway, oh, God forgive me for that. Because I'm trying to pray. No, now, right now, this is also one of my prayer. When I give something to people, when I give some knowledge, when I help people to get some idea, also a part of the prayer too. Don't forget, because what you pray, that's for you. God, He doesn't need that prayer from you. He need you. This is another subject. God need the prayer for you to serve others. When you serve others, that's part of prayer. Not is prayer, but part tools of the prayer. Something, the component is something from this component of prayer. It's so much pleasure. It makes me so happy to help people. It makes me so happy to help people. It makes me so happy to make somebody smile. It makes me so happy. It's if you do that, it's gift from God. It really is gift from God. Really. I appreciate that when I walk on the street and women give me smile. I appreciate it. I think, and I'm wondering why sometimes it happened to me. Suddenly realize I was the one who was smiling. By the way, my youth, I'm known in Morocco. I'm known by that. I'm always walking. My mouth is open. Everybody say that. Everybody say that. Now I'm less. I'm getting old, and I had issues. With all this moving other country, learning language. I lived 10 years depressed. 10 years depressed. Why I told you about the wave? Why I told you about the wave? Where this world imagination wave come from? It come from my experience. 10 years I had that wave standing up on top of me. 10 years. and I had to go to work depressed. And one time I was doing catering. I helping my wife because I don't want to lean on my wife. I don't want my wife to take care of me because I'm an artist. I don't want to do that. If I love my wife, I care about my wife, I need to help her. She needs to do her art too. She needs to teach, she needs to write poetry, she needs to do short stories, she wrote poems, she has been writing 15 years or 17 years uh, play. She was off Broadway. I still have collection of her plays. She needs to do that, and I need to share with her. I can't put my wife in this position. So that's why a reason why I used to give up my art for a while and make some money, help her for rent, for food, for whatever I need. In the meantime, I need to buy paint, I need to buy material. And people used to say to me, people say, why don't you do that? Work 5 days and take 2 days off and you do your art. It doesn't work like this. People who say that is just making me laugh. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Once you go to work, maybe maybe you can do that different way. Maybe you can 2 weeks, after 2 weeks, 2 days, you can work 5 days and you take 2 days and you go to the school, art school, art student league. You can do that. Yes, you can do that. But take 2 days off and come to your studio in your apartment and do paints. I don't think so. You cannot do that. You need at least 2 days just to get off from the stress of work, 5 days. Because when you work 5 days, you have rhythm of work. You charge your rhythm of work, your mind, your emotion, your everything. Take subway, take the bus, blah, 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 blah. Interact with people. Communication with people is very important in the work. Wish I had problem with that and work every time I go because my mindset is still set on art, and people bring some bullshit talk, and or they start to try to be smart than you, try to be superior than you, or try to make you work, use you, especially in domain when you work in food business. People who listen to me work for business, they know what I'm talking about. Once you work on the department of the food business is horrible. Anyway, so it doesn't work. Work 5 days, take 2 days, and do your art. Doesn't work. It's good as perception, but in practice doesn't work. I need, when I work, be able to switch mindset to art. I need at least 10 days not doing work. I'm just relaxing. At least 10 days. I need just to relax. Then when I start going to do art, it's so hard. That mechanism is so hard to maneuver. So hard to maneuver. That's how it works. So when I do when I do my artwork, I go for 3 months, 4 months when I'm working, doing only art. I don't go to work. One phone call, my agent call me, I'm in anxiety. When the first day I'm gonna keep my art and go to work, it takes me 10 days, 15 days. I'm in anxiety. One time I was serving line. There's a line buffet. They were making buffet, serving people. And people lining up in my section. And I'm like, chef cook. All this suit, all the stuff. I was holding the food. My hand was shaking. And I was sweating. I was sweating. I was sweating. And some people think I'm sick. I have fever or I have whatever. Maybe I need drugs. No, I was in anxiety because my mindset wasn't set for that. It wasn't set for that. It's too early to put me on a line and confronting people and serving people. I went through that hell. I went through that. Oh, it was hard. It was hard. My wife, she knows about that because she saw me. She know who I am. Maybe each person is different. Maybe that's who I am. Maybe somebody else, it doesn't go through. But because my art, I use revialism. Why a revialism is connected to words. Rêve is dream. Rêve is a French word, is dream. Reality, la réalité in French, real things, real in English, reality. So I put two words because that's how I function. I function with two words. That's why I call revialism. Revialism is a nickname I used from my experience, life experience, art experience. So when I paint, I'm dreaming. That's what I told you. I can't see myself. I'm dreaming. I'm alive. There is two words there. I'm alive. I'm exist. I'm moving. But meantime, I'm completely deep in the water of paint. When I draw, same way. When I draw some, well, drawing, I can't do that fast. I do one shot. I can do one shot. I can do one draw. One shot. I can do. I never did this before, and I can't do that. I know I can do that because I do it home all the time. I didn't do it outside in the streets, but I will. You will see what I'm saying. Anyway, uh, you can see when I do performance drawing with music. When I go slow, I try to connect with the music. I try to connect myself with music. That's when I go slow. I do that live. I love live. I love drawing live because there is two types of drawing. There is a the phrase they call croc. Here we can sketch. That's other style. And there's a line. I love line. I don't like to do sketch. Sketch is moving the pants, like you try to put the hair, you try to fill up the pattern, you try to be try to do dark and light. When you do personas, when you do face, like you do light here, you leave this space facing light empty, and here you put croc. You do sketch like this. You just you do movement with the pen or pencil, and you do dark. I don't do that. I'm explaining to you how I work. My drawing based on shape. I do shape. I can do you exactly as you, and I did it many times. I did it in Art Student League. I did it for model. They were stunning. They were, oh, how could you do that? You can see your person without eyes, without nothing, just shape, just la silhouette in French we say, la silhouette. That's how I'm good at that. I'm so good at that. I'm very good at that. Because I developed this I for many years. Um, Now I do my subject. This is different work. What you say I'm doing with the music is different work. I'm not do. I do shape. I use that shape technique I developed, but I do my subject. I create subject. Just my own subject. Now the first subject with guitar, since 2 years now I'm doing my wife. You can see Peggy Garrison. When you see my drawing, lady with the guitar, that's my wife. That's exactly what she look like. That's exactly Peggy. Whatever who knows Peggy, you can see the guitar, you can see they know it's Peggy. People come here in the neighborhood and told me, oh, we saw the guitar, we saw the women, right away we saw, we know it's Peggy. We know it's Peggy. We know it's Peggy. And that, it give you good feeling. It give you good feeling. Um, the, 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 the style is the artist. When I say the style is that the style of um, style can be the color, can be subject, can be, and that's signature. People told me, sometimes you don't sign. I have my signature. I just write revialism. I do revialism. I put revialism, and that's it. That has to do with style. My signature is not that, but I have different signature. If I'm gonna sign, I have signature, but I'm using now this sign. It's more logical. It's more logical. When I put name sign revialism, it's more logical. It's not only me. It's not like Abdul or Abdullah or Ahdi or Garrison. No, it's sign It's what I do. That's why I put realism. And I promise you, I'm not gonna change the sign now. I'm not gonna sign my art anymore. Other sign, different sign. I'm, if I do portrait, the work that's figurative. If I do portrait, it's different style. If you draw portrait, it's different style. It's not realism because it's more academic. Doing portrait is more academic. It's more want to prove people you're capable to do that. That's what it is. Those portrait. I'm not doing portrait anymore. You know how many portraits I did in my life? I think I did only 3 portraits. Only 3 portraits in my life. And I tell you one thing, you believe it or not, I never study. I never study. I never study portrait. I never study. When I decide to do it, I do it. When I decide I give the effort and I have desire to do it, I will do it. But just do it as people doing it in street anytime. To people they have been doing it for 10 years. They study for 5 years. Portrait, you need to study 4 or 5 years. Just portrait. To have that power to put this person there in front of you to put on paper. It's amazing. I mean, I admire. I'm not putting down those people. No, I'm not putting them down. It's amazing. It's something I can do, but I don't want to waste my time to do it because everybody doing it. Whole artists go to school, you learn it, you do it. That's what to me. It to me as who I am. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Waste my time to do portrait because everybody doing it. Well, actually, I think the value of pottery it doesn't have meaning as used to be. Now you have digital, you have camera, you have all the stuff. You just take picture. Here is your portrait. I mean, if you do portrait comic, it's fun. It's beautiful. I would do it comic. Yes. If I have to go back and give effort 6 months to train for portrait comic, if I have to choose comic, I would do it comic. That bring a lot of thinking. I make you laugh because I love to make people laugh, smile. In the meantime, it's funny. Meantime is double of you. It's not you, but it's double of you. It's the humor of you. I admire most that than regular portrait, just like photo picture, because actually photograph they do portrait much better than drawing. Professional photograph they can bring the humor, they can bring sadness, they can bring expression of you. They can they're great with the camera. They can bring amazing. You know, we subestimate the photography. We subestimate because we don't hear much about detail about photograph. Always still amazing to do portrait, but just personally I'm not interested because if we lack ourselves, we're gonna be limited. If we stay doing what other people do, we're not gonna be creative. We're not gonna be creative. You're not gonna advance. You're not gonna be ahead. Look, people, what they do portrait. Look what they're doing now. What they do? They stick there. They stick with the portrait all their life. Now they ended up like a beggar. Oh, can I, you sit? You sit. Oh, can I do your portrait? Can I do your portrait? Can I do portrait? Can I do? Hi, can I do portrait? I mean, it's you lose something. You lose some. It's not respect. It's not respect. It's not the word respect. It's just that art has no meaning anymore. Has no meaning. You start be begging people to portray for $20, for $50, for $10. It went low now for $5. It make me sad. It doesn't help me. It doesn't help me to. It doesn't help me to be inspired to do portrait. When I go and Union Square, when I go to West Side and Broadway, when I go to Central Park next to the Metropolitan Museum, and I saw this Chinese begging for making pottery for $5. It broke my heart. They have talent. They have talent, and they let themselves go down. Why? Because what art come from? What art come from? What come from? Art come from patience. When you lose patience, when you're not patient anymore, you're not holding what push you to lower yourself, and to develop that patience, because they have that patience. Because to be able to be like professional, to achieve that, to be able to do portrait quickly and to do it right, it require sacrifice. Okay, and they did that sacrifice before. But they used to be in school. When they become outside of the school, they lost everything. They let themselves down. That's why you don't see me on the street. When I bring my painting, I'll see it just to share with the people. I bring my painting. I was, as you see in video, I put show on the street just to share with neighbors, with people. Of course, I hope somebody buy my paint. I hope, honest with you, I hope, I appreciate it. But I do it once, twice. That's it. I have been doing that now since 2018, I think, or 2017. I didn't bring my paint outside, which I love to, but this time not to show, but to share, to show people technique, to show people something new they don't know about it. It would be great. It would be a good thing to do. But I'm willing to do that, and to share also my drawing outside. Also, I'm willing to do that with do performance with music. But to sit there and beg for money, I'm not gonna do that. I'll be die here poor than go outside and beg people for money. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I have my dignity. I have my respect for myself. I don't love money. I respect money. I don't love the money. Money, I don't love them. It's not on my heart. Money is on my pocket and my hand. They're not on my heart. Some people, they do big mistake when they put them on their heart, because one day they broke, they take off suicide. Should not put the money in your heart. Respect the money. Put them in your hand and your pockets, not in heart. There's no place for money here. The heart for your family, for your people, for loved one. That's the place. It's not the place. That's not portfolio for money. Portfolio for love, for the care. Let me end it up here and go do my prayer. And I wish you good health. Be safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Don't lose espoir. Don't lose your espoir, your hope. Don't lose your hope. Keep your hope. Keep up positive. Be positive even with people negative. Some people say, why are you negative? When you tell me why I'm negative, you become negative too. So if you're positive, don't tell me why you're negative. And you telling to me in bad way, in bad manner. If I'm negative, because I'm negative, because I have issues, I can't help it. If I say something negative, I cannot help it. Everybody afraid to be negative. And the truth is, everybody can be negative. You not agree with me? Okay, let me tell you. You never get angry about somebody. You never want to beat somebody. You never? That's negative, man. That's negative. You know what happened to me one time? I was working one department of catering, and a guy was dishwasher, and this dishwasher guy, he was alcoholic. I know he was addict, and he was so mad that day, and he was so mad. The worst thing what happened to him, and he was busy day. He have a lot pot wash to wash. More he got mad, more people, old people, they didn't like him. They push everything and sink. They bring old plate, old stuff. More he get mad, more they bring every stuff. And more the cook, they burn also the pot on purpose. They burn it. They burn it. They give to him because they don't like him. Always negative. And that day he was crazy. He was crazy. I think he sniffed cocaine, whatever he did that day. And he get mad at everybody. And I come out to the kitchen. I saw me screaming about everybody. And I tease him. And he said, "You too, I'm gonna fuck you. Stop taking like this. You too, I'm fuck you." You know what I told him? You know what I told him? How you gonna beat your friend? You're gonna beat your daddy? Your friend who care about you, who love you? I was positive with him. I was so positive with him. I find a way just from God. Just from God. And I was telling him something. I touch his heart. The guy, he slowed down. He's like a fire. He was like a fire. And you see, like you put the water on this fire. And the guy, he slowed down. He slowed down. He slowed down. He slowed down. And he stopped. He stopped shouting. And everything was normal. You know, the people in the kitchen over there, they were amazed. They were amazed because nobody have no idea. This guy, he was willing to kill. If I want to negative with him, I don't know, he may not gonna hit me in front of me because I'm capable to defend myself. But if I give him my back, he has too many life there. Knives, everywhere knives. He may stab me. So be careful. Be careful. When you see somebody negative, don't be negative. Don't be. He cannot handle the situation. Just walk away. Just walk away. I'll tell you one another story. What happened to me? How negativity is powerful. Negativity in my country, in Arab country, Middle East, they call it l'œil. They call it l'œil. Have you seen this? Hand has a l'œil in the middle. A hand. Sometimes made by silver, sometimes by paint. That's l'œil. That's negativity. That's negativity. And it works. Negativity works. If you let yourself get this negativity, it will affect you. I'll tell you my experience. One of my experience. I was in Union Square. I had my painting. Set up my painting. It was a little bit windy, but it's okay. So I have beautiful paint, the most beautiful paint I love the most. Big size, big, large size. One guy, he was a little bit drunk. He came. He's ba, say something, something. I love this paint. I love this paint. I love this paint. He come back. You know how much you can sell this paint? I say, listen, it's not for sale. I'm just sharing with people. Move on, please. And he affects me with his negativity. He did affect me. I was getting upset. And I don't want to insult him. I'm trying to be, patient. I'm trying to understand what situation he was. I'm more exposed than him. If I fight him, whatever, I'm more in trouble than him because my paint is in jeopardy. So I think twice. So he gets me upset and I hold us, hold it inside. I hold that negativity he put inside of me. So I start breaking down. Because I was so upset. That paint, last one, I tried to, because I was touched from the back. I tried to detach it and the wind moved. The wind came and paint is bigger. And he moved this paint. And I hold the paint from one side to pull it from the wind. And I pull it back. The time I put it back, I heard the paint from the middle. The canvas was broken from the middle. Imagine how negativity is powerful. Very powerful. Very powerful. Don't let negativity get you. And It happened many times. People driving the car and they because they got affected by negativity and they have accidents. And remember when you say I had bad day, remember the people who carry negativity from to work, and they start working carrying that negativity because they get affected in their home and they fight with somebody on the job. And the end of the day, they got argument with somebody on subway someplace, and he said, "I have bad day." That's negativity. So please be positive as much you can. I'm not saying do perfect. I'm not saying don't be negative. We are human beings. Sometimes we can control. That's our feeling. It can get you inside. You don't have to react outside, and that's what it is. Just once you have bad day, once your day is started by negativity, say to yourself, "Uh-oh, I have to watch out. I have to watch out. Stay away from anything. Is gonna be argument, or something is not working, or something is not working for you, or something, you know, you start bad day and morning, then you come to subway, and then subway is late, or subway break, you go late. Don't be upset. Don't be upset. Tell yourself, make a joke. Here is my best day. You know, laugh on yourself. Take it as experience and go to work and make people laugh with it. You know, like I do that. I use that. One time, imagine the same place I told you, this guy, that pot wash, he scream at me. He says he wanna strike me, whatever he wanna do. Same place. I want to do a setup table for a lawyer. We work for lawyers office. I want to set up table. I come back to take the elevator, go back to my floor. One guy, he came out from elevator and he told me, "Yo, wait, don't go to this elevator. It's have problem. They're gonna stuck. Wait for other elevator. Don't take this." And I saw the door is gonna close. I said, this guy telling me don't. That elevator works. I go inside elevator. I push the button. They just moved elevator, and he blocked. He's stuck. I was stuck there. I was stuck because I was negative by his reaction. I was negative by his reaction. The guy told me, "Don't go. Don't get into this elevator." I say, "What is talking about, this guy?" I was negative on his. Instead of saying, "I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for telling me," you know, and take another elevator. So I was stuck for when. And I tell you what, and I'm telling you, I told you I'm having anxiety when I lift my art and go to work. I live all time with my anxiety. And I was anxiety. I tell you what, I had a hard time. I was stuck in an elevator and anxiety start triggering. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. I had to push that button, call security, whatever, for stuck there for 45 minutes. So I bring all that stuff when I went through to my wife and make my wife laugh. She laughed, she laughed, she laughed, she laughed, she laughed. You guys, I'm gonna tell you my story. This is the last one. Okay, you laugh. If you wanna laugh, go ahead and laugh. I'll tell you a story. You're never gonna hear it. When I use my pens, there is some pens I use. The pens I use Tuxedo because it has synthetic stuff. It gets me allergy on my butt. When it gets me allergy on my butt, you see the butt between it got like glue. The allergy come out. I got like glue. I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk. Oh my God! It started from Subway. This is morning. I was just going to work. It started Subway. I say I'm gonna have bad day because it starts, and I know I cannot walk. I cannot walk because you see when you walk, you have your butt. It's friction. It's the friction like this, and between the butt and the butt, I have allergy. It come out. and it stuck and it suffered. And when I got to job, I was working. When I see the time, 10 o'clock, I have to go floor to floor to set up all the tables. That's what we do, catering. Oh my God! And I have to push the cart, all my catering, and was time of breakfast, time for lunch. Breakfast I did. I start sweating. Okay. Then it come out like 12. I did lunch. When I did 12 lunch, I just couldn't. I'm doing it. You know why? I got so upset. I got so upset about my butt. I took balsamic vinegar and I went to the bathroom. I put the gloves and I took balsamic vinegar just to be relief myself. Myself. I put balsamic vinegar on my butt. Oh my goodness. The worst thing I did to my life. And I tell you guys, don't try that. It was like you put the fire on my butt. You know what? I washed with soap. I washed. There is no way. There's no way that burning. It was a fire. I had to run. I had to get to the manager. I said, I have emergency. I have to go home. I have to go home. When I went to outside from the building, I had to take yellow cab from just the building to the subway. It wasn't far away. I had to take cab. I couldn't walk. And a fire and I have on my butt. And a fire killing me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't try it. And I told my wife here, she's just almost choked by laughing. So when I was in hospital, all this all this period, 2014, before she passed away, before her birthday in August, it was the month of April. She started feeling better in April before her birthday. Her birthday in 9 August, and she started feeling better. And I tease her and I tell her, remember balsamic vinegar? She has this tube. She start laughing, and the machine, she laugh, and the machine laugh too. The machine making what? Pump, pump, pump. She's laughing, pump, pump. Everybody, all nurses come in, running, take some, because when the machine makes some noises, something is serious happening. Somebody's choking. And I say, no, she's just laughing. And she's laughing, and she put her head, tell me, stop, 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 stop. Stop. She almost died. She almost died by laughing. I wish I don't wish her to die, but I wish if she could die like this, the end of her for time, unfortunately. Oh, I mean, I told you guys, if I'm gonna tell you about my life, I'm not gonna end it up. It's time for prayer. Excuse me. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here, part of my life. I'm so glad I share with you that guys all went through. And I thank you. I appreciate you. I thank you, and I see you soon. Abdullah from New York. Thank you. Rivierism, by the way. Take care. Be safe.